Well, we're back. I don't
Wait,
know.
what?
The UFC is back, Sunshine. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. It's taken months for something good to pop up. I feel like this year has been pretty underwhelming, but pretty good card nonetheless. We're talking about UFC 316.
I blame
Was
John Jones for the entire lack of the year, by the way.
yeah, no,
I've
it's all.
completely done a 180 on this man. We'll
If
get
you think
into
of,
it.
if you think about the UFC lately, what's it been? It's not even like whoa UFC 316. It's is John Jones going to fight this year? But that's just a whole nother
That's
topic.
pretty much it. He's taken the whole. He's almost, and I mean, of course, he is like I guess the biggest superstar and the goat or whatever. But we can talk about the doping shit later. Uh, I was talking to my coach about that actually. We were talking about just goat rankings, and he was like, "Yeah, you almost need like a separate like bracket for like steroids and like not like never use steroids." It's like, yeah, but it's hard.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean,
Steroids didn't even. That's like half the problem with John too. Not even half. But
yeah,
anyway,
John.
let's not get derailed. I'm already starting
We're
hot.
already off the rails. We're not
Yeah.
even. All right. Yeah. No. Good times. UFC 316. I thought it was a pretty good card. Good, not great, but I thought it was pretty good. Yeah. I don't even know where to start. I guess we could start from the top. Did you watch every single fight or no?
I watched a good bit of them. I missed the first three. Yeah, and the first. Or no. I caught
Caught the knockout on
JooSang
Yang
too.
or
And
Yang?
no, yeah, I've missed the first one. What am I saying? Yeah, I just missed the first one, and I caught I can't say Quillian's name, but the Aussie and the Korean.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really know the second to last fight. Salkilld and the other
Yeah.
guy, the Israeli dude. That preview for that fight was insane. I was like so hyped up for that. It was a pretty solid fight. Um, yeah, I don't know because they always show those previews before the fights, and I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a
That
banger.
Aussie kid's like kind of up and comer, like out of Australia. That like he's kind of been a buzz since he came back, like came in. He was a name to kind of look at.
Yeah, no, that was a pretty good fight. Both decisions to kick off a card. I always get kind of weary when there's just decision after decision after decision, like at the start of cards. It kind of just sets the tone for the rest of the card a lot of the times, but it luckily it didn't. There was a pretty big knockout on Yo. Um, you
You,
saw, I mean, Yo. I
you
mean, Yo.
idiot.
He knocked him the f out. I mean, that
Yeah,
was
no,
pretty
I
crazy.
watched it but didn't watch it because like it was one of those fights where they introduced him. I was like getting ready for something. We ended up going to eat dinner somewhere, and I had the fights on my phone while I was there. But we go like as I'm getting ready, I go somewhere. They introduce the fights. I come back in the room, and he's running around the octagon. Like, yeah, I was like, oh shit, what the fuck happened? And yeah, sure enough, 28 seconds in, just the most perfect check hook you've ever seen in your life.
So now every South Korean is the Korean Zombie Junior. Now is that the
Well,
idea?
he trains with him, and
Oh,
his
okay.
nickname is Zombie Junior for that reason.
I had
Idiot.
the TV on mute, so I wasn't listening to any like
I did too,
subtitles.
but I had the subtitles on. I was listening to my new vinyl records that I got because I'm a high class individual,
Very high class.
very high class. I was
Yeah.
eating caviar off of
caviar,
mom's bottom.
caviar, and watching knockouts. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's Yeah, no, I was watching college baseball and had the UFC on little TV. I was watching back and forth, but yeah, no, that was pretty crazy. I mean, round one, 30 seconds in, wasn't that what it was? Yeah, I mean,
yep.
it was nice.
Going
Yeah,
backwards on a perfect check hook. I mean, what can you say? Right on the money.
9-0. I guess do you give him a rank guy? I mean, what do you do with this guy?
9-0. Who's he beat? How many UFC
Uh,
fights did he have? This is actually.
yeah, I guess that's the real question before saying do you give him a rank guy? It's the educated thing.
He's had 3 wins for a knockout, 1 by submission. Ooh, I like that.
He had a title fight with what promotion is this? Heat 52 times AFC 27. What the fuck is that? Sounds like a Masvidal backyard promotion. Um, he knocked his last fight before this one was 2023. He beat this guy round one, 32 seconds.
I don't know, like I'm like, give him some more kind of like not feeder fights, but let's just see what he does. Keep him,
Oh no,
challenged.
that was a title fight before that. I'm looking at the wrong thing. But yeah, still like that was a title fight. ZFN 1 and 2. Yeah, no, just keeping it a name to look out for, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, you could let him. I mean, dude, the fucking problem with like his division, the dude sitting at 13, 14, and 15 is Unama, Ige, and Cater. Like, that's a steep division. So let him, give him some good fights, but we'll see how he does. I mean, if he keeps fighting like that, shit, he'll be up there quick.
Put him on a couple fight night main card fight nights, or like put him as
Sure.
the premier. Yeah, I think you could build up a name for this guy. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And then Ariane de Silva, that was Lipsky, right? Isn't that Lipsky?
It was Lipsky, yes,
She got married, I'm assuming.
Or divorced. Who knows?
Yeah, either or. I guess it goes both ways.
Hope it was marriage.
It was a
We
pretty good
wish her
fight.
well.
It was
It
a pretty good
really
fight.
was. I looked like a little league coach with on my knees in front of the TV, screaming, "Come on, get that calf!" Is it like every time she said in the orthodox, every time she got in, because the third round she just came out in southpaw the whole time. Because dude, that leg was cash, bro. And I had the shit on mute, and I was like, I know Rogan right now is just foaming at the mouth about these calf kicks right now.
Yeah, Rogan.
I mean, dude,
like
the game was never the same before the calf kick. I mean, it was never different. Every time he has a UFC fighter on his podcast, he's talking about the damn calf kick and Benson Henderson. I know.
Yeah,
Joe.
Benson Henderson. Yeah, pretty typical. I thought the commentary was pretty solid last night. Did you think anything otherwise?
I didn't really. There's a DC commentary curse when he was talking about, Merab's really not that much of a, submission guy. He doesn't really submit people. And then like 30 seconds later, he just chokes Sean out.
Yeah, no, yeah, we'll get to Sean and all
I'm
that.
just saying, but yeah, the commentary. I mean, I didn't listen to much of it. I was listening to my Sade and Primus records, and I was at dinner, so I wasn't really listening. And I didn't listen until we got back and really kind of sunk into the main event. I can't remember.
Yeah,
we heard a little bit of Harrison and who fought before Harrison?
Was it Gastelum?
Yeah. We were back home for that.
Chaos Williams. I didn't really watch.
Yeah. So, what do you think? What did you think about the what was her name? Wang Kong. Sorry. Dude, she did you hear the lore about her? She beat Shevchenko in kickboxing right before she went to UFC. Right before Shevchenko went to UFC.
Dude, I'd love that in the UFC, like those like kickboxing guys or like whatever, like those stories where like, oh, they beat this like champion before coming to the UFC. I love those kind of stories. So
that's some
Pieta
lore. That's some Pieta lore right there. I didn't hear it. That's why I had the subtitles on and I've read it and I was like, oh shit, like that's insane. So I really opened my eyes for that fight and I wanted to see how she did, dude. She looked good. She looks like a Shevchenko caliber, like the way she strikes is very. She didn't switch stances once. She just stayed cool, collected. It was sick.
Wang Kong, what a name. She got submitted in 2024. But other than that, she's
a kickboxer. Yeah. She needs to get a little better on the ground. What about what's with is Uriah Faber like a part Chinese citizen? He like every time I see a Chinese fighter, he's just there with his big chin.
Is he?
Yeah. I mean, he's like, he's Song's coach. And then just every Chinese fighter I see, he's just there.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess I wasn't paying attention. I did see him. I didn't realize he was next to a bunch of Chinese
He's a government asset.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe. You don't know these days.
You never know. His chin is a bug.
Yes.
It's a big microphone. It's just
Did you watch the Chaos Williams fight?
yes, I did.
Uh,
Why
that
did it
was
say? Whenever I looked up the fight, it said his name was Kalen Williams. Like, what the hell is this?
Kalen. It's
Yes,
Chaos.
I swear I saw some. But yeah, that was went off on that one. How about that Gustafsson dude? He's insane.
I didn't. Fortunately, didn't really watch. He's just acting like a psycho after.
I mean, he seems like a big John Silva, but like the Viking version. He said before the fight, his game plan was to go, and I quote, full retard. And
Oh,
then
nice.
a reporter asked him if he thinks he's like, yes, I plan to go full retard every time. This is great,
I think I did see a clip of that. Yeah.
He completely stuffed him. Khaos has that one shot power, and he could never get it off.
Nice. Well, I guess that's an person to keep an eye on.
He's got a crazy like back tattoo. It's like so.
I did see
all
that.
the tattoos is insane. He is like some Viking dude.
Wait. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep my eye on him. Another. I feel like this
That
card
was-
kind of gives you
I
a lot of
believe
guys to
that
keep
was
an eye
his debut, huh?
on. Let's see.
Or am I tripping on ball sack?
Dude, beating Chaos Williams is no small feat.
Especially for your debut, it's kind of wild. Khaos
he was a contender. So the last 3 fights before that, he was on a KO or TKO streak. He was on Contender Series last fight. Yeah. Yeah, he looks like a crazy person. Neck tattoo? Oh yeah. 34
Dude.
though. He's kind of up there in age. He's kind of getting a
Yeah.
late start.
He's just entering his prime.
Fighting style unknown.
Fighting style Viking.
Pillage. All right, I like that. Did you watch the goat fight? Unfortunately lost. I'm talking about Spivac.
Dude, your goat needs to fucking kill himself. No, I'm kidding.
No.
That does suck though. I mean, shit, but I think I missed that one.
Yeah, it was
Lackluster.
he didn't fight well. I wouldn't say bad. I don't know. He just didn't look like himself. He was getting stuffed on a lot of takedowns. Yeah, it's just kind of unfortunate, honestly. But he was favored in that fight. He was a -175 favorite. And he freaking lost. But yeah, that guy
scared right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's next for Spivac. Let's
Derek
see.
Lewis.
That'd be kind of fun. Well, he actually beat Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
2023.
The heavy. So this is all right. Since we're on heavyweights now, I can kind of talk about him. We're talking about what the fuck John Jones has been doing to Tom Aspinall and all this shit and like wasting his prime. He's fucking stalling the entire division. So this whole like what fights to make. We can do a lot of fights lower in the fucking division, but in terms of all the people up there, they just have to fucking sit there. And if everyone lower in the division, just has their fights, do whatever, it's just gonna clog everything up. But anyway, fuck me in my ass, right? I don't care. It doesn't matter.
I don't care, man. I don't care. Yeah, yeah. No. I don't know what's next for Spivac. I'm looking at the rankings here. I mean, he has fought some top-notch guys. Tai Tuivasa would be kind of a fun fight.
Yeah.
Spivac's fought Gon. He's fought
all of them. I mean,
Almeida. He's fought Derek Lewis. I gotta go back even further to see who else. But yeah, losing last night's not good. I guess he's ranked 7. They haven't updated it yet. Obviously he's gonna fall. He fought Tabura. He fought Hardy. That was classic.
Greg Hardy, the real heavyweight goat. Where my inhaler at?
Where my inhaler at?
USADA approved.
It took me a second to get that one. Dude, give him Shamil.
Dude, then you're just asking him to be retired early.
Yeah, Shamil's the real goat here. Why isn't Shamil being mentioned with John Jones? Yeah, John Jones, I'm going to circle back to it. I think he's
Well,
clearly, I think because did you see that thing where they were like, I don't know if you saw that video. They're like, oh, what's the latest? Are you going to fight Tom Aspinall? And they're like, oh, we have it agreed upon. Or he was like, oh, we can't announce anything. The UFC's waiting.
yeah. He said they were gonna wait for the. Hold on. He said they were gonna wait for the UFC to make an announcement. At the post fight press conference, they were asking Dana about it. And John just kind of goes on. He's almost like Connor on Twitter. Like he just says, he's like Donald Trump. Actually, he just tweets shit that's just kind of just like, oh, like this is what I'm thinking right now, and it's kind of retarded. And and like that, he started tweeting about Ngannou and how he's might be more interested in that. And maybe he will vacate the belt. Maybe he'll be like, oh, we'll go ahead, strip me, whatever, blah blah blah. And then Dana's like, they're like, what do you think about this? And Dana's like, I don't even know he was tweeting that. That's great, but he's supposed to be getting back from Thailand, today, or he got back yesterday. We're gonna do this, come Tuesday. Blah blah blah. We're gonna meet. We'll see. But I don't know about all. Also, the way that Dana talked about it, he's like, I don't know. It's like none of my business. It's like it is actually. It's your. It's.
Did he really say it's none of my business?
He was talking about like not in the. I guess I'm out of context, but it's just like he was talking mostly about if John Jones wants to retire, that's none of my business. But it kind of like, you know what I mean. It is in his business. Like if he wants to retire, he can't do nothing about it. But it also literally is his business. Well,
Do you think John Jones is like gonna retire and then let Aspinall face somebody, and then
if he does, he'll face a lot of scrutiny for it. And the thing, like everybody's like, oh, you think that's gonna affect my legacy? It's like not really, John, but it'll put a bad closing on an already tarnished legacy based upon a lot of other shit that you've done.
Yeah, I think it just adds to the tally of the stuff.
You could go out on your shield if that be the case, or you could fucking go out on top and everybody will, say he fought the best of them. He was the Tom, not that Tom Aspinall is up to his caliber already at this point, but my point is he was the younger, better guy in the era whenever he became John Jones. He beat Shogun, he did all that. He was given that chance as the much younger, more dangerous guy. Why is he not doing the same thing? He fucking prepared 4 years to fight fucking Stipe, who's 83 years old. No offense, Stipe's still the go, but like, what the fuck are we doing? He's constantly fought. Has he fought anyone younger? I think Dominic Reyes is like the only one who was younger than him.
He fought Dominic Reyes.
And we can talk about that too.
Yeah, no, I think it's just obviously it's just weird, right? Because like he blew through the lightweight or the light heavyweight division, like he just blew through it, and he was like the youngest. He was like the youngest
champion of all time.
Yeah, so obviously he's had like the longest career ever. So and then obviously he's just gonna start nitpicking his fights at the end. So this is really no like real surprise. I just think he's just been doing it for so long, and people are just getting aggravated by certain things he's starting to do. So I don't know. It's unpopular opinion too. I will say Tom Aspinall's been a little annoying about it as well. Oh, I got a big announcement coming. And then he like promotes. He did that like 2 or 3 times the past like year. Like
he's milking it all that he can. I mean, what else can he do? He's not fighting.
Hey John, hey Dana, like let me announce this. I don't even know what the hell it was for, but I remember people getting like annoyed. Like, okay,
I'm saying I know I get that, but what's he supposed to do? Just call Dana every day and beg? Like.
Well, I forgot who reported it, but like John Jones asked for like a crazy amount of money.
Helwani said that.
Helwani said that. Okay, and he said yes, like immediately, and then he was like, "Oh no, it's got to be more than that." Like, just like
no. Well, what Helwani said was they offered him like he came out with an egregious number, probably like 30 million or something. He said, "This is what I want," and he kind of like said it, rubbing his hands, thing, and they were like, "All right, bet." We'll take it. And then he was like, oh, Well, I don't know. Like, he wasn't expecting to say yes, so then he apparently he's like, no, actually, no. I didn't think he'd say that, but no. Now, is that true? I don't know. I don't know,
that's
because I mean,
crazy.
it doesn't seem true from the only I've only heard that said. It seemed true at the time because nobody was saying shit, but now that people have been talking, like in terms of the UFC, like Dana's been talking, John's been talking a little more, it doesn't sound true.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know. I mean, could I believe it? Yes. Do I think it's true? I don't know. I
if
think it's
no
kind
one
of
was,
it's probably
if
in the
there was
middle.
if there was still no chatter about it, then yeah, I would believe it's true. But
I
there's
would think it's probably somewhere in the middle where like this is just purely speculative and a guess. It's like he probably asked for 30 and then they said like okay we'll do 20 and then they agreed on like 25 and then they were like no I actually want more. I
fight.
actually want 30.
If it's your last fight, John, we'll miss you, like for real. But like, god damn, dude, you. Anyway, let's.
Yeah,
You want
I
to get
think
back?
that's
We'll still circle back to him. I mean, we got time.
yeah, no, we'll be here another year
We can
about
talk
it.
about
So.
my new goat though, Azamat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, big
I can't.
knockout. 15-0.
Yeah. How about that? That was the second time. I think every time I've picked him, like for before one of these fights, he's won. I mean, obviously.
Is he ranked?
I don't think so.
He's got to be ranked after this. He's got to be.
After he's probably just approached 15.
Oh no, he's ranked. Wait, is that the same guy?
No,
Yeah,
yeah, he is.
that he's ranked 12.
12. Dude, give him Johnny Walker.
Give him who?
Give him Johnny Walker. Really, honestly, you probably give him like Uzumir or somebody like a little higher.
What about
But
Jan? Jan would be a good one.
that'd be a big jump from 12 to 5, but I guess everybody is kind
But
of.
I mean, he's gonna jump up to what 10, 9? I mean, Ozdemir, Reyes, Jan. Roundtree's about to fight Hill. So
God, I actually just got like fucking trauma and PTSD from looking at the light heavyweight rankings. I haven't looked at it like in a long time. I had to see Uncle Ive's fucking face. I'm like,
yeah,
God
you
damn.
think John Jones is sitting on a belt? Wait till
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that rematch in 2030.
Mahomed's like, watch this. He's gonna be sitting on that. Like, Mahomed's gonna be sitting on that thing forever.
He's just shredding every contract being sent by the UFC.
Yeah. Higher. We don't even know the number. I don't care. Yeah, no, he's gonna fucking milk that for the Russian he is. So,
Fuck it, give Azamat the fucking title shot right now,
dude. I mean, I'm not gonna object. Yeah, no, he this guy's got options. I feel like he's pretty well set up. I mean, some of these guys got fights coming up. Who's Yuri fighting? I'm not saying give him Yuri, but I guess he doesn't have a fight. Is Yuri going to title shot next? Or is that too crazy? No.
He kind of is in the. I mean, he fucking beat Jamal Hill.
If Jamal Hill wins, it makes him look a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you got to give Yuri one more fight, but Carlos Olberg, that would be a fun fight with Yuri.
God, what if Alex or like Yuri gets the winner of Alex and Uncle Ive again, and then Alex wins, and Alex fights Yuri a third time? They probably wouldn't even fucking do that.
No, trilogies.
A trilogy that's already 2-0. That's the
big
thing.
rivalry. I mean, Reyes Azamat honestly makes a lot of sense.
You can't. That's so conflicting for me.
What?
One's my goat, and the other beat John Jones. I need to watch that fight again.
No,
it's been a while.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Score, and you'll just be weirdly depressed. Yeah, I don't know. I like it though. This guy's got options. He is 36. Yeah, keep your eye out.
Huh? Yeah, I mean, you know, and they age like very well over there.
Yeah. He's
He'll be all right.
5'10". Holy shit. Him versus Reyes would be a tough matchup for him.
Yeah, Reyes is like his torso is 5'6", 5'10", whatever.
Yeah.
He's got a
All
long
right.
torso.
Joshua Van, a lot of
Joshua
admittedly,
Van.
I did not watch this fight. A lot of heat for some reason. What happened?
What do you mean heat?
People are giving him shit. I don't know.
Giving who shit?
Joshua Van.
Shit,
Or am I
what
thinking
happened?
of someone different? Oh no, I'm thinking of Patchy Mix. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
you're thinking of Patchy.
Good old Patchy.
Yeah, Van. He's been on. Everybody's been kind of hyped about him. He's been on a fucking murder streak lately.
How was the knockout? Was it pretty vicious? He did it kind of last second, round 3, fucking less than a minute to go. Flyweight, yeah. He was minus 800. Holy shit, dude! There was a lot of big favorites on this card. Is he ranked? He's 14. I guess he's gonna fly up, huh?
Yeah. The flyweight division, you know how that is. And he's already, yeah, he's like a big, like, kind of like the fans like him a lot.
The flyweight division's got to be the worst division. Men's wise.
Right now, it's heavyweight for me. Just no, I don't know. Yeah, probably.
No, flyweight. I don't even know half these guys on the ranked. The number 5 guy, Tetsuro Tarara. Have you even heard of that guy?
Oh yeah, Farturo Terrarium.
Nailed it. No, it wasn't even close. I don't know any of these people. Tim Elliott.
You will know him. If you don't know, now you know.
Or are they in fucking Bilal's camp? I mean, I don't know any of these people.
You don't talk shit about the
Bilal's.
Wait, real quick. Did you see Juliana Pena? Like they asked, how'd you console your teammate? You know, after his tough loss, you know, against Jack. He's like, oh well, honestly, I didn't think he lost. I told him, I was like, man, you know, that sucks. You got robbed.
I didn't watch the fight. I legit, I didn't even do a podcast. But we didn't do a podcast.
I know.
I was so out on this. I was so just.
I know, you almost protested it, but
I did protest. I didn't watch 1 second of anything. Like I'm just. It was such a bad card. I mean, I'm just like, no.
It's fucking casual, bro.
Yeah, I guess call me whatever you want. It's a shit card Dana threw together, and he's expecting. It was one of those cards you throw a women's title fight on there. I mean, this card had 2, but like you're gonna throw a women's title fight with Bilal as your main event, like what? That sold hundreds of pay-per-views. I mean, that's
hundreds of millions. I love Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah, 500 million pay-per-views.
My favorite American champion.
Is he American? Oh, he's from Chicago, right?
He's from Chicago, but he's of Palestinian descent. Which I get.
Sick. Yeah. What's next for Bilal? That's
get
a question
cut.
You didn't think of. Title fight to getting cut.
They just cut him.
Dana's like, that's it.
Man. Yeah, sorry. You had your title run. We gave you the opportunity. You got it. You get the fucking. No, I don't know. You know, he'll be up there. He's gonna have to fight for it though. No pun intended. He's gonna definitely I don't think he's gonna get a fucking obviously he's not getting a rematch because he's gonna he's gonna get the winner of Islam. If Islam beats Jack, then what does Bilal do? Move up to 185? I think he even said that he would do that.
He loses one fight and he's like, I'm moving up.
You know what would probably be the best thing that Bilal could do? I don't know. It's all like I think like there's something about the Muslim dudes, especially like they will not like they don't want to fight each other. But if Bilal wanted to go like on a serious heel arc, let's say Islam wins, beats Jack, and then Bilal just kind of comes out and he's like, yeah, fuck all this, I'm gonna fight you. Like, you know, I'm coming from a fucking belt back. I don't care that you're holding it, Islam, whatever. That would be sick. That would get me interested. And then, you know, it'd be a 25-minute snotch fest, but whatever you want to call it.
I'm nodding off just thinking about it.
I think no shit. I think a fight between Islam and Bilal would be good, but that's not gonna happen because Bilal is not gonna go on that villain arc. Neither is
Bilal
Islam.
Islam.
I don't think it would happen. It'd be cool if it did though.
Well, I mean, Islam's got to get, or the Bilal's got to get the title back for that to happen, right? I mean,
Well, no. So
Islam's
no,
a champ at 55 and moves up and fights a
Islam has
welterweight.
to win the welterweight belt first. Now you could give Islam who the hell who's sitting in welterweight. You could give Islam what? You're gonna give Islam Sean Brady fucking
No,
no.
Islam fights the champion, whoever it is at the time, if he decides to move up, right? But it's supposed to be
Well, no,
Topuria
no,
first.
I'm saying Islam is fighting Jack. That's a given. And also, this was kind of we didn't
Well,
get.
I thought is Islam fighting Topuria first, right? And then what's
No, that's
happening?
done. That's done.
What do you mean
He's
that's
moving
done?
up.
What happened?
Damn. See, you got out of the loop because of the last. So this is the kind of why I wanted to talk about the last card is because I think what Islam did is kind of fucked up. It almost seemed like he was not. I mean, obviously not. But clearly Islam would rather not cut weight, as would anyone. He'd probably rather fight at 170. And he said,
Wait. A Russian that doesn't want to cut weight? Wow,
yeah,
this is unheard of.
he said he wanted to fight at welterweight, but he wouldn't fight Bilal. So if Bilal lost, he would fight Jack. But if Bilal, wins, he would stay at 155 and fight Topuria. But that's why everybody needed Bilal to fucking win. Because I mean, Topuria Charles is what's happening now, which is still a great fight. Justin Gaethje's pissed because he feels like he was looked over for
dude.
that.
Oh my god, I really am.
Yeah,
I'm not thinking.
yeah. So all this is going on, but the way Islam kind of, as soon as Bilal lost, he was like tweeting shit, like, "All right, come." Like it almost seemed like he was like praying for his downfall, like his buddy's downfall, his training partner. Like, "Oh fuck yeah, he lost. Let me fuck. Now I don't have to cut weight. Blah blah blah. Let me move up." And that fight with Topuria could still probably happen. I mean, if you think about it, unless he wants to sit at welterweight, like let's say Topuria wins. Islam wins, and then Islam wants to go back down and do a double champ thing again with Topuria, another super fight. I'm sure they'd make that happen. But that's why I got, but like Bilal still kind of, he's still there, but what's he gonna move up to 185? I don't know. But yeah, that's what's going on with Islam at welterweight now.
Wasn't there a rumor that Islam got caught with something?
Like what, pop or something?
Yeah, some kind of steroid or some kind of like enhancement thing, like a PED thing. I think I remember seeing that a while ago. That was the rumor. He got caught, and then they were just like, okay, vacate it, let Topuria Charles happen, and then
I didn't hear that. Well, then
it was all over Twitter for like a couple days.
Well, the UFC kind of has that new policy about like vacating the belt. Like whenever you're moving up, you have to vacate. And you can almost argue, I mean, it's not like I think there's still kind of a gray area in certain instances where maybe you wouldn't have to vacate. Let's say you've defended 5 times or something. Then yeah, maybe you can move wherever and not vacate, but you have to defend both, whatever, what have you. But Topuria was definitely in a case where they were like, well, if you're gonna move up, you're gonna have to vacate. And he's like, fine, I'll do that. Just give me the title shot. And they did. But Gaethje thinks he got looked over and he should have gotten that shot instead of Charles. And he may have a point. But
I think there's a point to be made for every lightweight that
Charles was also ranked higher, and honestly, you could also argue that Arman should have got the fucking
Arman should have been the guy, but apparently he's just.
Well, he's being. I mean, I've talked about this on the other podcast. There's that theory that he hurt himself doing the Nina drama bullshit. So if that is the case, and that's what he's being like kind of under the carpet punished for, then fuck, that sucks. But I don't even know if that's true. So who knows?
I don't know. This way too many dynamics.
Arman's still hot. I saw a video of him eating an egregious amount of caviar. Yeah. I forget, he's like, isn't his dad like a billionaire?
I don't know. Probably.
Pretty sure he's like a Russian like oligarch or something, some sort of billionaire, which is kind of crazy. Like, I mean, you know, you can say what you want about having a rich dad or whatever, but like when your dad's a billionaire and you're like, what do you want to do? Like,
Fighting, there's just
yeah, I want to fight people for a living. That's like, that's all right. You could have worked for your dad and just done nothing. You get paid.
Nothing.
Yeah, but that's cool. I fuck with it, you know.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, no, there's definitely a screw loose.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Kelvin Gaslam, Pfeiffer. My stream
Kelvin
kept cutting in
Gastelum,
and out because I left B-dubs, and I was just tired of sitting in there.
Wait, you fucking skipped over 2 fights. Kevin Holland and Luque.
All right, Kevin Holland, Luque.
Stoppable force versus a movable object. I called it. No, Kevin Holland's really been getting eaten up by the fans, the media. You saw him walk out of a fucking interview because somebody asked him how his relationship with Rampage Jackson was. And he just got up from the media day. He's like, all right, yeah, later, buddy.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, well, Holland's I remember I saw him at like a meet and greet thing. Me and Zach did. It was very dare I say, gay. Like on my end, and it's which is totally fine. You know, we were a little gay, but it was fun. He's clear like he's a weird personality. Like kind of the more I've gotten to kind of like know him, he's definitely a odd cat and an odd personality to kind of get to know. But like if you saw him on Rampage Jackson's podcast, they were about to like fight each other. Like that was not a good clash of personalities in that room. And he kept that, and that's what people were asking, like, how's your relationship with Rampage Jackson? You know, he would get all pissed off about it.
Dude, and reporters are pretty classic. They ask.
I saw him. Shit. I saw him in the comments section of a 16-year-old kid. Not the way you think, but somebody was making a meme about Holland, and this kid, like I was reading the comments, and somebody was like, yo, he commented like on my recent post. So I go to this kid's account and see his recent post, a bunch of pictures of him and his girlfriend, his 16-year-old girlfriend. And Holland posted like a throwing up emoji. Like he commented like that. And then there's, just a string of comments, and everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing? And the kid, all because the kid commented, I think, on his post about like a 45-70 joke. He's like, I think there's a 45 to 70% chance you're gonna lose this weekend. Something like that. And then, Holland's on there trolling, the kid, which, say what you will, it is kind of funny. He's like, how come whenever y'all do it, it's okay, but whenever I do it, I'm like, Kevin, I'm a 16-year-old kid. You're a 32-year-old, whatever. But he did win. He looked decent. He was pretty boastful for, beating, not that I'm shitting, but for beating Vicente Luque. Great. He's like, oh, everybody was talking about after the RDR fight.
Luque is a tough guy to get out. I think
he is
Luque's
a tough
first
guy,
team all chin, dude. Like Luque's got one of the most underrated chins I've ever seen. I've seen Luque take some punches.
Yeah, but in like more recent days, it hasn't been. It clearly, that he's on the back.
I mean, even he took some from Holland last night. I was like, damn, like it's still there. It might have waned a little bit, but yeah, it's still pretty top notch. But yeah, I mean, Luque's not an easy fight.
I'm not saying he's an easy fight, but I'm just saying fucking slow your roll, fucking. I guess he is ranked. Because fucking what's his name? Holland just flips to and from the division. He doesn't know which one to pick, so he's back at welterweight. Again.
I think he's just trying to take whatever. I don't think Holland really cares who he fights.
He doesn't care. He said that too before. He doesn't care his rankings. He doesn't care about your parlays. He doesn't care about his legacy. He just wants a payday. So that's cool.
And he fights like top-notch guys, and he's the kind of guy who wins just enough to keep him like relevant and like no, I don't know about relevant, but like I guess relevant.
Sorry,
like
Vicente, okay.
Yeah,
that's also the thing is he's always in an entertaining fight. Well, he's never in a boring fight.
Yeah, he's a fun personality. He's good, not great. He wins enough to keep himself relevant and around.
We should have known Luque was going to lose, though.
He's kind of like the Derek Lewis of like the middleweights and like welterweights. If you think about it, like
Holland.
yeah, think about it. Like
Yeah.
fun personality, wins just enough, fights top
He's
notch
become a
guys. Like
lot more
he's that
annoying.
guy. Every fourth fight, he's like, you really need to win this fight. He really needs to win this fight. He comes out of the submission or a knockout or whatever. Like he really is
I
the
will
Derrick
say
Lewis
this
of
though,
that
he's
division.
become a lot more annoying than fun. I'm noticing like what people have been commenting about him and saying about him. He's been a lot more annoying than fun for sure in terms of most people.
Yeah, I really have not paid attention to much like media with like these guys, so I'm not
I'm
surprised.
chronically online.
You stupid chronic.
Chronically
Yeah,
online.
I
in
just
their
don't pay
DM.
attention enough. You stupid casual, you have your own podcast, you don't even know what's going on. Yeah. Fuck off. I can do what I want. Yeah, no, it's I guess I
This
just don't pay
podcast is called "We Don't Know What's Going On."
Dude, that's the next one I'm gonna launch if people give me shit about it. So the casual MMA podcast. So I don't know, man. What's next for Holland?
Nothing. I mean, just
Yeah.
just give him a fight. He'll,
Give
does
him a
he want to
title
sit at
shot.
welterweight?
Darren
Maybe.
Till. I mean,
Here's
like
the
who's he
problem:
fighting?
he get his next fight at welterweight, lose, and then move to middleweight. Look, who gives a shit? Yeah, give him Darren Till. Sign Darren Till for a one-fight contract. Fuck it. Give him Logan Paul. Who gives a shit? Here's the thing. I was talking to somebody about this the other night. Logan Paul, apparently, if this is true, Logan Paul doesn't have the greatest track record with telling the truth. Dana White was like, he apparently called Dana and he said, "Look, I'll fight on an undercard for free of a pay-per-view with anyone." He's like, "I don't care who, just," which, obviously they probably wouldn't do because, he'd sell probably on, but he'd sell on a CM Punk level, maybe they'd put him as like, the beginner on a main card or something, but why not take that? If he wants to fight for free, that'd be a good fucking profit for you. It'd maybe be a little bit of a mockery, but also Logan Paul isn't. He's got a wrestling background, not just WWE. He'd be something if he trained like that.
Talking about Kevin Holland versus Paul.
Yeah, why the fuck not? I mean, what's next for him? Kevin Holland, not like actually in real life. That's not going to happen. But I'm just saying, that is something that Logan Paul said, and I was kind of surprised that Dana apparently said no, which is why, because I was like, if he was going to fight for free, and Dana said no, that's why I don't even know if it's true. But Logan Paul said that. This is the same guy who saw a man hanging from a tree in a Japanese forest, and he's like, "Look at that!" Like.
And then Kevin Holland's reaching out to 16-year-old kids.
Are we all?
Pick your poison. Yeah, dude, what about Michael Morales?
I mean, you could. I mean, he just beat the fucking that'd actually be good, but I bet he'd lose.
Oh, I think Morales would be a big favorite, but
or give him Cortes.
I think that's a really good fight for Morales, and I think Holland, it would be. I think it'd be pretty good.
Where's Holland ranked though?
I don't think he's ranked.
Exactly, it wouldn't be a great fight for Morales. It'd be kind of good in terms of like, hey, you're fighting a big name, but
who would Morales come up? Shavkat?
Cortes just came off a loss against a very highly ranked Ian Gary.
Morales is at like the point where like I wouldn't say title shot, but he's like one away.
He's in line for it. He's like kind of the next.
I guess
not the next one up, but he's
Would Leon be feasible or Shavkat? Who's Leon? Does Leon have a fight coming up? Nope.
I think so because Leon lost his last fight, didn't he?
Yeah, he lost to Brady. Shavkat, Morales, Leon.
So Leon like already Morales is like either ahead of Leon in terms of that lineup, or he's gonna fight Leon.
What about Machado Gary?
He's kind of I mean, you could say Sean Brady, but really Gary's kind of been. He was supposed to fight Shavkat.
Sean Brady's gonna fight for the belt, right? I mean, isn't that how it's supposed to work?
Well, really, Shavkat I think was supposed to fight. Shavkat was supposed to fight Rakhmonov. He fought Gary. toughed out a close decision. So then Jack fought Bilal for the championship. Jack is now champion. So technically, you could say that Shavkat is kind of up next. But now Islam's showing up to fuck that up. So it'll be interesting to see what the welterweight division does now.
I mean, is Islam just going to get a title shot immediately? Is that how
Yeah.
it's going to?
Yeah, he's the number
Yeah.
one pound for pound. Yeah, and they've already like confirmed that. It's I don't there's no is there a date set? I don't think there's a date set, but it's happening.
Yeah, Morales. He's got options. I guess Sean Brady would fight the winner of Islam and the champion. Yeah, he could fight Gary. He could fight Usman. He could fight Edwards or Shavkat. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of fights that could be made at welterweight. It seems like.
I think Colby Covington should get another title shot.
What about Covington Morales? I mean, Morales could theoretically fight all of these guys. I mean, Buckley.
Colby Covington versus Holland would be nice. Just give Covington a fight where he can talk shit to someone like her. That would be a fun presser.
Yeah, what's next for Colby?
Huh?
What's next? Oh wait, no, he's fighting. No, wait, he fought Buckley. It doesn't even say what happened. He lost, right?
Yeah.
It does.
Buckley's on a tear too. That's like Buckley's up there for a title shot too.
It doesn't even say on the UFC website whether he won or lost. Wow.
Buckley's trying to campaign for a fight with Gary. I forgot who he's. I think he's up though for. I think he does have a fight coming up, or am I tripping?
I don't know.
Buck versus the Cuck.
What about Page versus Morales? That's kind of fun.
It would be fun. I think Morales is looking to fight higher though.
Did Charo Bullet retire? Oh no, he lost to Page. That's what it was.
No, he just can't fight.
That's a fun fight. Michael Morales versus the Bullet.
That would be fun.
I think Morales beats him now.
Wait, hold on. What are you?
Yeah, dude, the welterweight division. There's so many fights that can be made. There's not like a really like layup fight. I mean, yeah. All right, I've had enough talking about welterweights.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch the Gastelum fight? Oh
wait, yeah,
we got Patchy. Why is everyone giving Patchy such grief?
Because he literally said at the press conference he was looking through Mario Batista. he said he was looking past him, and he said he was the Bellator champ, and like he was talking about all of his accolades, and he was making great points about all. And of course, the MMA community wants to fucking burn Mario Batista at the stake. I saw Tony Has Died, that meme account that started the petition to strip John Jones that they've been talking about on ESPN now. He said he's like, oh, I still want Mario. You looked really good last night. I respect you and I love you. I'm sorry, but I still want you to die, kind of, because of what you did with Jose Aldo. But I mean, also Merab did the same thing to Jose Aldo because that is the blueprint to beat Jose. But everybody was like, Patchy, he was talking all the shit about Mario, saying he said he was gonna submit him, and he was gonna and then after that he'd submit his jiu-jitsu coach too, because of his jiu-jitsu skills are just so high level and way better. And he stood there and got fucking punched in the face. He fucking 0 takedowns, 0 some he
just not into it. Like he just looked like he just didn't give a shit. You see that sometimes.
I don't know. He just looked. I mean, Dana
minus 190. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I mean, Dana kind of said something like it's that Bellator curse, I guess. I don't know, because some people were saying I don't even know if it was this, but Dana kind of alluded to the pressure under the lights. You see that those lights go on, you get the pressure hits, and some guys can handle it, some guys can't. Some kids can handle it. I can't do it, Dana, right now, but. I'm being an arrogant asshole more than that.
Has there been any Bellator champions that have come to the UFC and become a champion? Does that happen?
No, they don't win. they don't win.
Well, there was a
Michael,
PFL, Kayla Harrison, obviously, but they
yeah,
paid her like $1
PFL
million.
one or whatever. That's different. But Bellator has a curse. Michael Chandler has one win in the UFC against
that
the
true?
dying Tony Ferguson.
No. He beat
Oh no,
Dan Hooker too.
Oh yeah, so yeah, two. Fucking whatever.
Hey man, big difference.
My fucking bad. I forgot he beat Dan Hooker. That was
crazy.
his first fight. Yeah, that was his wait.
Yeah, he knocked him out.
Yeah. And then I remember Zach was so fucking pissed. He was like, I hate Michael Chandler.
I guess he gambled on Hooker that day.
Of
Yeah, that
course.
was easy.
Of course.
I remember watching with you guys, like, dude, Chandler's definitely gonna win this because Dan Hooker was.
Dan
Hooker had a little bit of a renaissance lately, but Dan Hooker was like.
Lately he has. I think Dan Hooker, if they face each other now, he would win. But at that time, no. Yeah, Dan Hooker.
Yeah, Chandler's just. I think Chandler's at the point now where it's just like, I'm gonna put on an entertaining fight. Like Dana, pay me a lot of money and. White privilege, I guess. So.
But yeah, the fans are now telling Patchy Mix to kill himself. I disagree with that.
I disagree. I strongly disagree.
I'd like to state for the record, I don't think he should kill himself.
Yeah, 504 will be behind or against that.
We stand against suicide, unless it's my own. I'm just kidding.
Kidding, it's all good fun.
How old is Patchy? He's still pretty young.
Like
that was one of the shit. That was the shit he was talking in the damn press conference too.
Dude, I love guys like that. I'm looking through him.
I just typed that in Greek.
Yeah, I love that. All right, Patchy. Name to look out for.
Yeah, no, like you thought, like he was just like, yeah, I'm looking through this guy. I'm looking past him. I'm gonna do this, that, and talking about his future. He's 31. He's still got time, he'll be fine.
He was a champion at Bellator?
Yeah, he was like the long reigning one. He beat I can't remember his name. He beat some dude who's 7-1 who's like fought Mighty Mouse, so he's got accolades. He just needs to, I guess, kick some rust off after that because that was a disaster debut for him. But hey, only up from you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say only up from there, but it can definitely get worse. But I mean, honestly,
only uphill from there.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I'm sure he's faced much worse adversity before.
You know who is not going to be fine? Kelvin Gastelum.
You should move up to heavyweight.
Dude, I mean, at this point, so I left Buffalo Wild Wings right before the Patchy fight. That's why I completely missed it because the environment was just not great. So I left there, and then I get home, and then of course the Apple Play wouldn't sync up to the TV, so I didn't really watch it. But like it would put it up on screen. It like froze. Kelvin Gastelum is like 20 pounds overweight, bro. And I like Kelvin Gastelum, but I'm at the point now where I'm just so sick and tired of seeing him just overweight and not.
I mean, every time he fights, it is like, will he or won't he make it? It's every single time.
I mean, what the fuck?
He did, though, I think.
Well, he's a middleweight. He could be a fucking welterweight and do
also
really well.
Going back real quick, I forgot this. We're not just, but Ariane de Silva, the formerly Lipsky, she was 132 for a 125 fight.
Nice. And she lost, which is like, I know statistically, if you're like 3 pounds or more over, there's like a crazy stat. It's like 60 or 70% of the time.
Yeah, she was egregiously over. She had no money for that fight, pretty much.
Yeah.
What a broke bitch. A broke fat bitch. All right. That's
yeah.
Very
those are fun statements. Yeah. Well, getting back to that, I'm not gonna say Kelvin Gastelum's a bitch, but I will say he's fat. He's fucking middleweight, welterweight.
Ariane de Silva is also not a bitch. I'd like to go on record. She's a sweet lady, I'm sure.
Oh, I agree. Kelvin Gastelum, what are your thoughts? What do you do now? I mean, 20-10, you're getting towards that.
How old is Kelvin?
Dude, I don't know.
He seems like he's 12 years old.
33.
He looks like Turtle. From like he reminds me,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Turtle in season 1. I mean,
Yeah, well, I'm just
oh, I'm just tired of it, dude. I mean, this is your job. Like, you're getting paid a lot of money to fight in a cage for a living,
you're
and
right.
you look like you just been eating tortillas and smoking weed the past fucking 6 months. It's just like, and it's the same fucking thing every single time. Like, I get it. Like,
Hey, let a fellow live, okay?
oh yeah, you can live, but you're a fucking professional athlete. Like, take your shit seriously.
And
Like,
he's got
I
beans
get
and
so I
cheese
get
and
so
fucking.
annoyed too. It's like with the like I'm going a little rant here, but like these athletes, like, oh, he takes it seriously. He's working out twice a day. It's like, motherfucker, you're getting paid $30 million a year. Like, quit babying these fucking athletes. Like, you're supposed to be a top notch athlete. You're supposed to take care of yourself, and you can't even fucking do it. It's just it's honestly a fucking joke. How the way
He's
like the
got a
media.
YouTube. He's got a YouTube channel where he goes around like food trucks and shit and eats.
Dude, fucking go do that and don't fight again. I'm tired of it. Like, if I'm Dane, I'm just putting him on undercards. Dude, you can't put down the chips. Like, just you. Hey, guess what? You're the second fight on this card. Oh, you're gonna lose again? I mean, now you're cut. Go fight in Bellator. Go be the
Yeah, and
champion
give
of
him hard
Bellator.
fights maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Kelvin Gastelum, I like him, his personality. I like the way he fights, but like,
Yeah,
he's at the point now where it's just getting kind of sad. And he clearly doesn't take anything seriously. So why should I take him seriously? It's just, as a fan, so it's just annoying. But did
Joe
you watch
Piper
it?
back in the win column. Yeah,
Was it good? I mean, was it? From what I
pretty
heard, it
good. I
was
mean,
pretty
Piper
mid.
just kind of dominated the whole time. He kind of honestly Gastelum kind of looked silly in some instances, but
He's probably fucking
yeah, he
big.
just had him on the back foot the whole time. Like the first knockdown, I think he hit Gastelum in the neck.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, as we all know, Piper fucking hits like a goddamn truck.
Did what was Piper's thing last time? It was like he missed weight or he got like
He
food
that
poisoning. What
he
was
it
it?
was in it was UFC Mexico and he like shit his brains out or shit his pants or something. He was like, I'm never having Mexican food again. And that's like
Nice.
there was kind of a joke this whole fight week. Is like reporters were gonna like, oh, so Mexican food, huh? You're gonna shit your fucking pants, you little boy, or something. Like, they weren't saying that, obviously, but they were kind of alluding to it. And he was honestly like kind of playing into the bit, but also he seemed a little annoyed, like just like, all
Dude,
right,
MMA media is
fucking,
pretty classic.
it
They don't
is
really. It's
funny.
not like any other media where like NBA media or NFL media is just
Well,
like
because I mean,
they
obviously, like
baby these
NBA,
gulike
yeah, they
crazy.
baby him, but sometimes whenever they get controversial, like the NBA guys and the NFL guys, despite how like intimidating they are, they'll be like, "What?" Like, "Oh, what?" And they'll kind of just like bitch out of the questions. They're like, "Oh, I'm not answering this," and like walk away. The fighters sometimes, they react a little differently than
The
than
NBA
your
is the
average.
worst though. The NBA they stroke these guys to levels I've never seen, and
I like stroking guys.
it's it's fucking embarrassing, honestly. Like the level they go to just to like blow these guys. It's kind of insane. But all right, moving on. Pena Harrison, what are your thoughts? Pretty straightforward. I mean, it was pretty
Fucking
much written
shout
in
out
stone.
Kayla Harrison for not letting that shit be 25 minutes because it was getting a little late. When
Yeah,
fucking I said something, I told Andre, went, well, y'all get ready. We better sit here for 25 minutes.
bro.
And Andre said, you think this goes the whole way? I was like, yeah. And honestly, the reason is it's not like, we talk all the shit about the women's fights and everything, but like I remember, like I said, I was on my hands and knees screaming at the TV for fucking Wang Kong. But that fight, I thought it was going to go 25 minutes because Pena is fucking hard to put out. Clearly, if you submit anybody, they'll just, they have no choice. But in terms of, fucking putting someone out, I didn't know if Kayla was going to get it that easy. But damn, a Kimura, I mean, shit. And Kayla, dude, she weighs about 155 in that cage.
She's fucking jacked.
She is jacked. She has my dream body.
I had three separate people text me, Kayla Harrison is jacked. It's like, wow, this is
The sky is blue.
yeah, she looks like the guy from Napoleon Dynamite, Rex Kwando's wife. What's her name?
Yeah, Starla.
Think I'm
It
a
kind of
loser because I go to
you know,
Starlight Night? Yeah.
Juliana Pena is also jacked, but like standing next to Kayla Harrison, it's just like,
No,
yeah,
it's not even.
sorry.
It's like me next to Arnold. Like, yeah, I got a little
Yeah,
muscle, but next to Arnold, come on, this is
you
a
look like
fucking
a
joke.
dumb fat bitch. That's a callback, kids. That's
Exactly.
that's why we get paid the big bucks.
Exactly. So, yeah, no, it went about as pretty much what I expected. Dude, she opened up at like minus 800. I'm looking at ESPN now. It said she closed at minus 550. Who the fuck was throwing money on Pena last second? That's crazy.
Some idiot fucking
Some
dudes
idiot in our group
in
chat.
our group message. Yeah, fuck Kayla Harrison. I can't believe that. I fucking pardon my French. I went on. If you bet on Kayla Harrison, you are a retard. I mean, if you bet on Juliana Pena, you are a retarded person. Like, holy shit.
Dude, Pena even said it like multiple times in the press conferences leading up. What are you gonna do? Hold me down and submit me and all this other stuff. It's like,
Yeah,
that's
exactly
exactly what I'm gonna
she's gonna
do.
do.
Yeah,
And
no,
now, of course, you got fucking. What'd you say? UFC needs to do an unretired card.
yeah, just put all the fucking once you're retired, like there's a once a year card where all the unretired
Yeah.
people get together
And
and
then
just give
and
a fuck.
Andre's like, "What do you think made her unretire?" I was like, "Dude, she wants that money with Kayla, bro. What is she gonna do? Fucking fight all these tomato cans and just, oh man, Amanda's so good. Yeah, we know, but now everybody always talk about the what if with Kayla. Now Kayla's up there and has like pretty much earned her shot, while Amanda's just got to chill and just get the baby up to speed. I think so she's more comfortable now, and now she can train for that. Did you see? I will say, Kayla's obviously huge and like more jacked and cut and shredded than Amanda. But dude, when Amanda got in the cage, it was like, ooh, Amanda's fucking bigger than Kayla, and
Yeah, Amanda's like
got a bigger frame.
yeah, exactly. Like a burlier frame kind of thing.
Did you see some dude at the pre-fight shit? As he's like, I know, Miss Nunez, I know you love women or you care for women, but would you ever date? And you're married, but would you ever like date a man?
When someone seriously asked that?
Yeah, a grown ass
Didn't
man asked that. A man in like and she's like, "You good looking guy." I think like she was very nice about it.
She played
She
into
was
it.
super nice about it, but.
Yeah, that's like the only like women's. Well, I mean, I always fuck up her name, Shvchenko. That's the only other girl like I'm like really into. Yeah, how do you see that going?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we saw Mana get beat by Pena, but that that was crazy that even happened. Like really looking back on it.
Well, that was
And then
that
she
was
left,
just
and then I know
asinine.
that was just like holy shit. Pena just got her that night. She was the better fighter. But then fucking the next one, Amanda left a piece of Pena's face on the fence. And Pena was doing the same shit she did in the first fight, and that did not fucking work. It did not work at all. But then Harris, I don't know. The thing is, I mean, how long has Amanda been out? Like 1? How long? 2 years?
I'm not even gonna look it up. It's been about 2 years. It feels like.
That's not terribly long. How much has she been training? I'm sure not a whole lot. I'm sure she's still been like in shape, working out, doing whatever. But she's been a mom and all that. But I don't know. We'll have to see. I'd honestly, I recency bias wants me to say Harrison, but really, I think Newt. I don't know. What do you think?
Harrison by decision. Wrestle.
I could see
Fucker.
them milking 3 fights out of that. It going 2 different ways, twice,
3
and then
fights. How old is Nunez?
who gives a shit? They're fine.
Blue jacket.
Don't even look it
Green
up.
jacket.
She's
Who gives a
23.
shit? Yeah, she's 23. 88.
She's not super old. How old is she?
48. 1988. What does that make her? 12, 37?
Doesn't just have her age.
38. 37, 38.
She's what?
Yeah.
She's 38? No way.
I mean, how old's Harrison? Harrison can't be that much behind.
Why is my fucking keyboard in Greek?
1990. Yeah, she's not that. She's 2 years younger. Not that far behind.
Damn, she's 37. Wow. Hell, Kayla Harrison is 34.
Yeah, she's a little behind. Not that much though. I don't know. Yeah, I mean
Maybe,
she's
yeah,
been
probably
laying big
Harrison.
layoffs. Yeah, I agree.
Layoff, new parent. Kayla's been a parent. She's kind of like, she's already used to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Harrison just because of recency bias, and she's obviously in shape. So, yeah, I don't know when
We'll have to
Nunez
see
is gonna
Nunez.
be.
Maybe I'll see some training footage that'll just scare me, and I'll be like, oh, well, Nunez. What's next for Pena?
Great question.
I like the silence as an answer.
Yeah, let's move on to the main event.
Let me see.
I don't know. I'm looking at the roster. There's nothing that's like eye popping.
I mean, I don't think she's gonna get another title shot. I mean, honestly, she should probably fucking fight Raquel Pennington again because a lot of people don't think she won that first fight. So there you have it. That's what's next for her. Fight Raquel again, or Raquel gets the winner between Nunez and Harrison, and let Pena wait. But I think it'll be the first option. But all right,
Sounds good to me. I'll see you on the fight night.
see you there.
Yeah, Merab, Sean O'Malley. What were your thoughts?
Versus a non-gooning, undyed hair, non-weed smoking Sean O'Malley.
Oh yeah, he's back.
Now, a lot of people were saying what, like, oh, fucking O'Malley was done. Like in our group message, what were they saying? I could probably go back.
Group message. Our group message was
slop fest.
Ridiculous. They clearly saw the plus money and saw Sean.
That's the problem. It's like honest. Like I've been watching a lot of fights and not betting, so it gives me a whole different perspective instead of just being mad at losing a fucking leg or whatever and what could have happened. It's just like, oh wow, I kind of like watching fights like that.
Oh, wow,
But who, whatever. Who am I to get in the way of someone's gambling addiction before the age of 21? Probably.
Yeah, I mean, Merab did what I thought he was going to do. I mean, I'm always concerned when strikers are like, all I did this camp was wrestle. I mean, I'm not, to Sean's credit,
Well,
he did. His takedown defense looked good early. I was like, wow, like maybe he.
I don't think he did that, but like the first fight camp with him, he said he had that injury and he couldn't wrestle all camp. If you can't wrestle all camp at all, whenever you're fucking about to face Merab, you're fucking doomed. Yeah. And so now he got to wrestle and he focused a little more on that. But I mean, what I texted you, fucking, you're like, yeah, pod tomorrow. I said, yeah, O'Malley looked a lot better than he did in his last fight, but at the same level, Merab also looked a lot better than he did in this last fight. So what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah, I think Merab's entering GOAT status, or he's entering that
he
conversation.
Is. Fucking DC said it last night. And I know he talk his shit about DC, but he said it like immediately. He said this might be the greatest bantamweight of all time.
I mean, I think it's deserved. He doesn't really have any weak spots. I don't know. I thought Sean O'Malley looked good though. It wasn't like a thing where like Sean didn't look good. I just think Merab is that good. He's clearly head and shoulders above the whole division. I feel like. I mean, I don't really know what is next for Merab. I think we even asked it a couple pods ago. There's really no
defend that belt, dude. I mean, he's just defend the belt. I don't think they're going to give him Umar again. They might. I mean, here's the problem with Sean is what is he going to do again? He's probably going to have to fight Umar.
That's that seems like a layup. I mean, or Sandhagen.
Sandhagen's next for the belt, so Sandhagen's next in line. I kind of like Sandhagen in that fight, but also it's Merab.
What about Jan O'Malley rematch?
I mean, you could do that, but I think he's gonna have to face Umar. I mean, but you could. I mean, yeah, you could do Jan O'Malley.
Because I think people thought Jan won.
I think it might be O'Malley, Umar, and then Jan versus the winner of Sandhagen. Jan up next, maybe.
Yeah. Merab. Ideally, I would want to see Merab maybe defend it 2 more times and then maybe move up to.
Just stop. Can we just
hold on? You don't want to see Volk Merab, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but it's just, can we slow the fuck down? I mean, just, I feel like, god damn, he didn't just get there, but holy shit, let's breathe for a minute. Why can't he just fucking
No.
rape the entire division? I mean, he already kind of has, but now do it with a belt on.
Who's he lost to? Doesn't he have one loss?
He's got, I think he's got, I think he got submitted.
He's got a few.
before.
Wait. Oh, 20-4. Oh, wait, what? Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Beat O'Malley. Was it before he got to the UFC? I wonder.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen him lose in the UFC. It was early.
2020. Let's see. He fought Brad Katona. Holy shit. Oh wait, he fought Simon. Wow, he lost to Simon.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then he lost to some other guy.
I mean, he got
2017, 2017, 2018. He lost. Oh, I guess that was in UFC. So he came to the UFC with 2 losses, and then he had 2 losses, and he hasn't lost since 2018.
Yeah.
He beat Stamen, Dodson, Morales, Aldo, Peter Yan.
He beat Aldo with the Mario Batista method, by the way. People like to forget, but that is exactly what he did. That's the blueprint for how to beat him.
So what? He fights Sandhagen? He hasn't fought Sandhagen, so I guess that's the next one. It seems like that's just
no, yeah, that's. I mean, Sandhagen got in the octagon after. They were talking after the fight too. They were being
did
cool.
he? I turned it off as soon as it ended. I didn't even see that.
I watched the whole. I mean, I think I was putting in the group message like saying active shit. Like I just had it on. I was listening to Amanda talk to everybody. What'd she say?
No, I like it. I like the Sandhagen matchup. That's fun.
So I thought at the end of the kind of going back to Kayla Harrison, I thought she said she was done at 135, but I guess maybe I misheard. She's like, yeah, making that weight cut is hell. And Amanda's like, so is this fight gonna be at 145? Huh? And Amanda's like, nope, 135. And Amanda said she's gonna defend the bitch. So she's coming back in a fighter and she's gonna defend like normal.
We're back on women's fights again.
I love women's fights. I am a progressive liberal. I voted for Kamala Harris.
Kamala in there. Yeah.
I also wrote in Hillary Clinton the year before.
I wrote in Luis Flores too. Yeah, I think I'm done with the women's talk. Merab talk, I think I'm done.
I'm just saying, yeah, but it's going to be Merab versus Sandhagen. We'll see how that goes, and then if Merab wins again, we're already done the discussion. We can talk about
Sean gets who? Sean gets who if you had to decide?
He gets Umar. Happy birthday, Sean. Get fucked. Sorry, bud. It's
Umar, or would you rather give him Yan?
I mean, I would rather they give him Yan, but the reality is he's probably going to get Umar.
Umar's fought Yan before, right?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I don't think so. No. Classic fucking Nurger fucking resume. I'm scrolling down. He beats Sandhagen, and then I don't even know who these other people are, and then he gets a title shot. It's fucking unbelievable. It's fucking unbelievable.
You're saying he gets a title shot too easily?
Yeah. I don't know any of these fucking.
I feel like it's harder for them.
I know Kelleher. He beat Kelleher. Okay, fair. And then before that, it's empty. I'm getting disgusted. Yeah, no, fucking fight Peter Yan then. No, fuck this dude. Fight Yan. Fight someone else. I'm tired of this shit. I'm so tired of these Russians. These padded records. Oh, he's a goat.
I agree.
Islam, I do like Islam though. Don't get me wrong. Islam's probably the other Russian.
Islam actually, yeah, he's actually in goat status. That's different.
But everyone else can get fucked with all this padded record shit. I'm sick of it.
I agree.
All right, that's might end on that. Oh no, we got to do a little fight night preview. We'll run through this quick. Not a bad card next weekend. June 14th. Let's see.
Not bad. It starts off with the former stripper Vanessa Demolopoulos.
Who you got?
I don't know. I guess her because she's American and her opponent's Canadian, and Canadians do not seem to do well. I don't even know what the odds are. But both of them are coming off a loss, so do that
Phil
with what
Rowe.
you would.
Phil Rowe, Lusa. Who you got?
I like Phil Rowe. He's funny. He's who is I think maybe he was an NFL.
Shit, this guy's jacked.
It was an NFL player or an NBA player. They were talking about like, oh, I think like, I used to train back in the day. I think if I started training MMA again, I could really I could beat like John Jones. And Phil Rowe was like on a podcast. He's like, hey, put the camera on me real quick, zoom in on my face. John Jones could have sex with you if he wanted to.
He said that?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm all in on Phil Rowe.
I love Phil Rowe, yeah.
Bro, look at the body physiques of the opponents. I'm about to send it to you. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, see, Lusa looks like he's got long ass arms. I don't know why it won't like.
No, dude, this Rowe's got 6.5 inch advantage. But look at the body like difference. They look completely different.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
One's 5'10", and the other's 6'3", and it.
But it like even still like it
looks about right.
Nuts. I mean, he looks like he's 140 pounds in that photo. Yeah. All
right.
You got we're going Phil Rowe. We're going Phil Rowe here.
Yeah, going Phil Rowe.
All right, I'm on the road.
Going the American.
Ricky Simon, Charles Jourdain. I think this is a really good sleeper fight.
This is gonna be good. Now, I will say, I always like Jourdain. So I'm probably, and yeah, dude, he's been looking real. I follow him on Instagram. He's been looking like really fucking shredded.
All right, I'll go Jourdain too. He's an underdog. I'll
shredded and like big. He's kind of like he's looking good. He's making me
Cody Durden, Jose Ochoa. Who you got? I'm going Ochoa minus 180. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Dude, the GOAT is back, baby.
The GOAT is finally back. And now, I mean, you heard me go on this rant. In a different universe, this guy is the bantamweight champion, currently the reigning king, because the judges didn't rob him against Sean O'Malley. he would have for sure won.
Dude.
But no. I kid. I actually saw this guy fight. I was there whenever Sean O'Malley dribbled his fists off of his face. But I remember, he was still. I think we may have even brought him up on the podcast at one point because I was hearing talk
multiple times.
I was hearing talk through the grapevine that he was his regional scene. He was tearing it up, and the UFC kept their eye on him. I mean, of course, after a fight like that, and, they're like, "All right, let's go." Now the problem is who he's fighting.
I don't even know who is this.
This dude just quit his weld. I follow him on Instagram too. He had a welding job, and he's like, "Oh, check me out as I weld and do all this shit while also training in the UFC." Yeah, and he's good. I think So his whole thing was like, "Oh yeah, I'm trying to get a win bonus so I can quit my job." And yeah, he got the bonus. His last fight, and we'll see how Matino looks. I hope he looks better. How old is Matino? I think he's 43.
He's young. 32. He's not spring chicken.
He had 2 fights in the UFC against O'Malley and fucking Canetti. He's
back, baby.
He got KO'd in the last.
Dude, not gonna lie, this fight night's better than this most recent card.
Yeah, probably.
There's a lot of names on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Michael Chiesa's the 8th fight. I mean, come on, that's pretty good. Chiesa, he's a big favorite, minus 330.
McGee's sexy as hell. Look at this dude.
Chiesa, big favorite. Yeah, minus 330. I'll go McGee here. Big upset.
Really, I kind of like that, but I'm gonna go with my boy Chiesa. Both are coming off of wins, but
Paul Craig Bellotto. Paul Craig plus 260. It's interesting.
I always bet on Paul Craig and usually get fucked. Wow, he's back at light heavyweight. I see. What's he coming off of? Does it even say? No. I think he's coming off a loss at middleweight though. You know what? Why not Paul Craig by an absolute retarded exchange? I don't care. I like that. Just off of his back, almost getting knocked out. I think he's due for another one of those, or he gets completely flatlined.
I
We'll
like
see.
it. Umar Sai versus Menafield -600. Wow.
For who?
Sai. SY.
I don't see.
Sai.
Hmm. The Frenchman. You know what? Let's go with an American upset, even though it's probably not going to happen. But 11-0.
All right, I like it. Cody Brundage, Mansour Abdul Malik. Dude, a lot of big favorites in this. Mansour Abdul Malik -550.
Yeah, 8-0. Another Bo Nickel type almost. Versus
I'll go the big favorite. I'm not gonna bet against.
Yeah,
I'm not
let's
gonna
do it.
bet, but -550.
Cody Garbrandt.
He's back. +130.
He was the greatest fighter of all time for one night.
I agree.
That fight against Dominic Cruz. At bantamweight, what do you think? What are the odds? Tell me.
+130 Garbrandt. Not bad.
This dude's coming off a win. What's his streak looking like? I know he's coming off.
I feel like he hasn't fought in a long time. Is that true?
He's only coming off a loss against Figgy. He won his last two before that. Look, give me Cody Garbrandt back in the win column.
All right, I like it.
Give it to me.
I'm assuming a lot of people are gonna bet Garbrandt because he's the name in this fight. So
yeah.
Shabazian Petrosky. Is that the human missile crisis guy, or is that a different
No?
guy?
That's
He looks just like him.
Fuck, what's his name? God damn it, Julian. I can't remember, but yeah, that's not him. This dude was on the
just
Ultimate.
like him.
This dude was on the Ultimate Fighter, like one of the more recent seasons. I remember him.
Shabazian was one of like the biggest hyped up fighters ever. And then
He was for a little while.
He kind of fell.
Both coming off of wins. One has a hammer and sickle tattoo, which I'm not sure if I agree with. But what are the odds?
I'll go Shabazian.
What are the odds?
Shabazian -200.
-200 Shabazian. Yeah, I agree with that.
Rose -250 versus Miranda Maverick.
Greatest fighter of all time, Thug Rose. I think we should just arrest Pat Barry.
I like that.
No, I don't know. I guess Rose. I mean, what are the odds in this?
-280 Rose.
Who did Rose lose to last fight? Wasn't it a spur? I still haven't really forgiven her for the Esparza shit.
Blanchfield.
Oh yeah, she lost to Blanchfield. Blanchfield's kind of a menace, dude.
Yeah. Rose -280. I'll go Rose.
She's -280.
Yeah, Vegas.
Who's Mavericks last win?
I don't even know. Let's see.
John Jones, it says.
Yeah, she beat John Jones.
She beat Horth. Yeah, give me Thug Rose, I guess. This will be her first. If Maverick wins, then cut Rose. Fucking
cut Rose. Nah, Rose will be around forever just because she's a name in the women's.
She was a big name.
Dragged. Yeah, Kamaru Usman Buckley. Kamaru Usman +215. Wow, they're really doubting this dude.
I mean, I'm not doubting Kamaru. I'm not doubting Kamaru. I'm doubting his knees.
Dude, he's 38. Wow.
He's 38 and his knees are 80. His knees are fucked. And
I'm going Usman plus money. Why not? Put on the old timer.
I think Buckley. I don't think if Usman wins, I will be very like, all right, good shit, Usman. But I got Buckley for that.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Good card, I will admit. So, all right, anything else you got?
If anybody lost money based off of my picks, good. That's really it. And bet more. Bet your child's college fund. Don't tell your wife about it.
Oh,
Tell
yeah.
them that
Definitely don't
there
do
is a
that.
college fund, but don't tell them that it's gone. But there is a fund. There's just nothing in it.
Hey, man, just they're one bet away from hitting everything. So
One bet away from getting all the fentanyl you can smoke for your entire life. It'll be good. You can move to Long Island. It's a good view.
it's a good view. All right, I
Yeah.
like it. All right, if you guys can like and subscribe, if you're hanging with us still, man, long pod. I think this might set the record. Longest
We
pod.
kind of needed a long one to, talk about the shit that we kind of missed.
I mean, we talked about Bilal for fucking 15 minutes. I mean, it was 15 minutes
That's
way too
15
long.
minutes we'll never get back.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you guys are listening to this, God bless you. So,
I
yeah.
love Bilal Muhammad.
We'll
I
end on that.
love women's fighting. I
All
love Kamala Harris.
All right, guys.